right, it's time to open a booster box of Journey Together. I kind of can't believe that I'm opening this. I've thought a lot about whether to keep it sealed or open it. But you know what? It's just fun to open stuff. This is the enhanced version of the booster box, which means that it comes with a promo card, which you can see resting here on top. It's the Ends Reshiram, and it has a stamped Journey Together logo on it. Very cool card. There are non-enhanced versions of these booster boxes. I'm just gonna hop right into it. That don't come with the promo card, but I thought that's a nice little touch. I appreciate that Pokemon tries to add like new elements to each set that's coming out. But yeah, this is a pretty cool set. Really like this card actually, Alolan Marowak. I think this is a bit of a sleeper Pokemon, to be honest. Lily's Clefairy, nice. I think this is a pretty playable card. Off to a great start. Yeah, anyways, super excited for this set. Oh, there's a free code card. Super excited for this set. I have not opened a booster box since I think Twilight Masquerade first came out. I wasn't able to get my hands on any for Surging Sparks, and then obviously that set became incredibly expensive. So really happy to get... Nice, there's our first illustration rare. We got a Lycanroc IR, that's cool. Really happy to be able to get a booster box because I think that they can be really hard to come by. But my main reason for pause is that this booster box is going for today, which is, I know it's release day, but today it's going for around $230. And that's a lot of money. And so, as excited as I am to open it, sometimes you just got to take a little bit of pause and make sure that you're making the right decisions. But yeah, like I said, it's been 2 sets since I've been able to open a booster box, and there's just something about getting 36 packs that makes it really cool. And this is such a great set. So yeah, Ops Corviknight, and there's our first full art, Mamoswine EX. I did get this previously in some booster packs that I was able to get from GameStop. So as hard as it is to find Pokemon, I feel like I've had a little bit of success with this set. Not like a ton, but I got a booster box and some booster bundles, and then I have a couple ETBs as well. So far I've gone through the booster bundles, and I mentioned the loose packs that I got from GameStop, and you can see and if you want to see what I got in those 10 loose packs, I have some shorts up on my page that you can check out. But yeah, we are looking for a special illustration rare. They are very hard to come by. There's not a whole lot in this set. I think there's something maybe in the neighborhood of like 6 to 8, if I had to guess. I feel like booster box, I'm going to jinx myself by saying this, but I feel like booster boxes are the best way to come by one if you're going to talk about like odds. Which is another reason why I wanted to open this. I'd really like to complete this set, but a lot of the special illustration rares are expensive. And I kind of recognize that obviously the only way to complete a set is by getting all these special illustration rares. And when you have product, you might as well open it and try to find one. Then a few packs in a row without a hit here. We have 3 hits so far. I'd expect when we're all said and done to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 total hits. Hits being EX or better. But yeah, like I said, I really would like to get a special illustration rare. There's our 4th hit, Paldean Clodsire. I feel like they have featured this Pokemon in a lot of recent sets, particularly in EX form. Kind of funny. I don't know what their obsession is with that Pokemon, but yeah, let me know if you've seen that too. Leave me a comment, but I can't be the only one who's noticed that trend. But yeah, in this set, don't want to skip over it, but obviously we have specific trainer and their Pokemon. Really cool, very like Gym Heroes-esque. Ends Reshiram, like the promo card. Really sweet card. It's nice to see some of like the older trainers too mixed in with some of the newer trainers. It's a really like well-balanced set. It's not a very big set, 159 cards. So I mentioned earlier in the video that I'm hoping to complete it. And when I talk about completed sets, I mean all of the, oh my gosh, a backwards card. What in the world? Okay. Well, Hop Zacian EX, very cool. Maybe that's why it's backwards. The machine knew it was a hit and seeded it into the set backwards. That's pretty funny. But yeah, sometimes with these smaller sets, it's fun to try to go for a master set. A master set includes all of the regular cards, all of the reverse rares, and then basically every hit, every full art, every card in the set. Some people include promo cards in their master set as well. And as often as I can get my hands on the promos, I will do that. So far, I have Scarlet and Violet base completed. I'm missing the Magikarp from, and I'm totally blanking on the set name, and that's embarrassing. But I'm also trying to like pay attention to the cards. Anyways, I'm missing a couple cards from a few sets, and yeah, it's nice to complete master sets, but I like it when the sets aren't like over 200 cards. That just gets a little bit out of the question to complete. All right, that is sick. Look at that. Iono's Bellybolt EX. Okay, so this is my first full art trainer Pokemon card. I love how the trainers are in the background and then a Pokemon up front. Bellybolt was one of our favorites when we played through the game, and this is a really nice looking card. That is awesome. Wow, I like that a lot. Okay, cool. So that is our premier hit of the box so far, and I think that makes, what is that, number 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 2 to 4 more hits, maybe more. We'll see. There are also gold cards in this set, so yeah, we're pretty open to whatever. Oh yes, okay, this is really good news. We have a special illustration rare. This is like such a win for this box, and I'm not going to tease it anymore, but let's see what we get. Oh, yes, dude, so sick. How fitting following that full art that we get Iono's Bellybolt. Okay. I mean, are you kidding me with this artwork, dude? So sick. I'm so happy. What a fantastic card. Look at the shine all the way out. Hopefully the light's picking it up. Yep, there you go. And we got our special illustration rare, which is like a huge exhale now because everything that we get in the rest of the box is just a win. I feel like I have seen some booster boxes that don't get special illustration rares. It happens for sure. I've been on the receiving end of that, and it's kind of a bummer because you take the risk and decide to open it up. Nice, there's another IR, which is Noibat. We don't have this one yet. That will go towards helping to complete the set. Very cool. Oh, and I might be saying her name wrong, by the way. I've heard Iona. If you know the right way to say it, like, leave me a comment, please, because I don't know, like, I don't think it matters a ton, but I don't want to be going around like saying the wrong way of saying it. And sometimes, I don't know, when you're just playing through the game, it's not, I don't know, you just kind of read it that's how it reads, Iono, but I feel like I've heard people say it differently. But yeah, please leave me a comment and let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Anyways, but yeah, you can go through whole booster boxes and not get any special illustration rares. Maybe you just get a few full arts. Maybe you get a gold item card. Those aren't worth a lot in value and not terribly exciting. I know, you know, they can be playable sometimes, and ultimately you need them to complete your sets, but I don't know. I feel like what we're really after is like the expensive shiny cards, so that's kind of what you want to get. But anyways. All right. All right, Dunsparce. This is another Pokemon that kind of keeps showing up in the Scarlet and Violet era for some very bizarre reason. But that's okay. So we'll add it to our hit pile back there. Mamoswine EX to go with the full art that we got earlier. All right, so we're over halfway left. If you can see how many packs we have, and I feel like we've probably gotten, man, maybe most of the hits. I think if we're being greedy, maybe we can hope for a full art here. A gold card would be like nuts. I think that's probably asking too much, but you never know. Maybe like one more Pokemon or trainer full art. We have 2 illustration rares. We could get one more of those. I think a second illustration rare is all but impossible, and that is like very greedy, so we're not doing that. But yeah, Hop Snorlax. I actually really like this card. This would have been cool if they made it into something more than just a holo. Everybody likes Snorlax, and I think that's kind of a cool one. I want to mention how I got this booster box. Some of you might be wondering, because if you're like me and realizing it's kind of been increasingly hard to get product. So I got this booster box from Safari Zone, which is a very popular website and pretty known in the Pokemon collecting space. I've been buying from them for several years now, and I think incredibly highly of them and what they have going on. And they were kind enough to, they always take care of customers. Nice, Maractus, that's cool. We don't have this one either. Very cool illustration rare, like that a lot. Yeah, they're always looking out for customers though, and they put this up at MSRP, so I was able to get this and one of my ETBs from them, and it came today on release day, and I live in a different part of the country from where they're from, and they're very on top of getting stuff shipped out. They don't oversell, and they're very fair. And they included this very cute Spheal, which I think is awesome. They gave out some mystery plushes. They don't send them out in every package, but when they can, they like to include little freebies like that. And I don't know, I just think it's like a really nice touch. Adds a little bit of like extra excitement. You don't know what you're gonna get with a mystery Pokemon. I've seen some like really funny ones out there too. Volcanion EX, that's cool. All right, I didn't know Volcanion was in this set, but we will take it. Again, everything from here on out is a win because we got our Iono's Belly Bolt special illustration rare. And sorry if I'm burning through these a little bit fast. I actually really like that they put Combuskin in this set. I think that's cool. And then a Metagross. 36 packs is a lot to get through. It's very fun, and like I'd encourage you, if you are able to get a booster box, or I don't know, if you haven't been able to open one before, like take your time. Honestly, there's like no shame in even spreading it out across a few days, especially with how hard it is to get product right now. And these are expensive, you know, like I said, I think this was somewhere in the neighborhood of like $155 or $160, so these aren't cheap, but like it's fun. All right, looks like we have about 6 packs left, and after this I will do I'm gonna do a hit count because Amoonguss EX, nice. I'm gonna do a hit count because I feel like we are over my prediction of 10 being our max. I'm gonna be very careful there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. That. Awesome full arts. Okay, yeah, we are in it. Okay, so right now we have 3 illustration rares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 EXs, and 3 more full arts. That is, I don't know, what is my 13 hits? Holy cow, my prediction was way off. I must be living in a different era of Pokemon and forgot how many hits typically come in a booster box, so forgive me for that, but we will always take more. Yeah. All right. Okay, and we have 3 packs to go. get the sense that they front-loaded most of my hits in this box, which is absolutely fine by me. Sometimes if you don't get a lot in the beginning, this part turns into like a very nervy sort of sweat moment. All right, so that's it for the booster box. Last pack magic. What else could we possibly hope for? We will see. We have a Milcery, Paldean Wooper, Black Belt's Training, Whalmer, Maractus, Toadscruel, and Darmanitan, Metapod. Nice. I don't think I've seen that one yet. Iono's Kilowattrel, and Noivern. All right. So no more hits there, but that's all right. We got plenty. Maractus, Noibat, Lycanroc are our illustration rares. We have Lily's Clefairy, Hop Zacian, Paldean Clodsire, Volcanion, Mamoswine EX, Dunsparce, Amoonguss, and then of course our bigger hits, Mamoswine EX Full Art, and our 2 Iono's Belly Bolts. Sorry. One of them being a special illustration rare. Massive dub. We are very happy, and we can't forget about our awesome stamped promo. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.